up a reading from Tia, another grandchild, sharing memories from Tiana Leffler. Almost the last of the caboose, but I kept that train going. This is from Tiana. Oh, Gama, so many memories, thoughts, sayings, pictures, and love from such a wonderful woman. From the ripe old age of about 6 or 7, I officially was a worker in Gama's shop, like us all. She gave me the responsibility of coloring the grab bags, counting coins, sorting the pretty rocks for sale, dusting the salt and pepper shakers, and learning how to fold t-shirts correctly. And I was rewarded with the occasional Laffy Taffy and a 25-cent salary. And when I was tired of working, she would take me up to their house behind Robot World, where we were treated to snacks and meals on the screen porch or movies from their bed. Gama was always willing to show me what she was up to, share her overflowing jewelry box to try on for a jewelry fashion show, or let me play Office like she was doing, though she did it much better than I. Cousins, do you remember the Christmas of matching pajamas that maybe some weren't too sure of, and overly large stuffed animals? Tiana's was a polar bear. Wrapped in bow-tied black garbage bags. There were always that extra touch of caring and love with lots of soft and cuddly to go with it. By 6th grade, I was working full-time in the shop during the summers and spending lots of time hanging out with Gama. She worked one register and I was learning the other. She taught me about the Native American dolls and jewelry, and took me along on buying trips, gave me the opportunity to price things. Why in the end, in the nearest 10 cents, when you can price at 82 cents or 37 cents? How to greet others and ask where they were from. Something more about them, and always had a smile at the ready. And don't forget to count the change back. Gama was also the one that would get things done. Fast forward to when I met my now husband, Scott. I had driven back from Colorado to work in the Dells for the summer with Bartlett's, as was my usual routine, with lots of impromptu visits in the shop to Gama. But she knew when I arrived that I needed to be back in Colorado exploring this new relationship. So she took it upon herself to call the airlines and arrange a one-way flight for Scott to come and drive back with me. She was always such a caring, thoughtful, and take-charge lady. Within the last few years, we built some amazing memories at the family cottage on the lake in northern Wisconsin, Blueberry Hill. Gama loved hanging out on the pontoon boat, whether just watching the great-grandchildren learning to water ski, swim, or fish off the pier, having great conversations together, or when going out for lunch in the pontoon, a summertime tradition. And don't forget the peanut butter and pickle sandwiches, a Gama-inspired favorite. Yeah! I remember the radish and watercress sandwiches on rye bread. Mm-hmm. Well, there was that too. Seeing her with that smile of pure joy as she got down into the tube with her jeans, jewelry, and not a swimsuit in sight to go tubing behind the fishing boat was a fantastic sight. At the young age of 90, she was being pulled in a tube and would tell that story in her brag book full of pictures to any and all. The stories run deep. Gama never lost that twinkle in her eye, the mischievous grin, or the adventurous spirit. She was always full of love, giving and sharing, or getting into mischief. She was an amazing lady, and I am proud to call my Gama. Will always remember and have a special place in my heart. And I love, love, love you. How Gama's impact spans generations, some of the common memories and special moments that we've all shared with her, and the special touch that she's had on all of us. And I know that there are many of you that also have special memories and a few other people that wanted to share a few words today. So with that, I'd like to open it up briefly to others. We can start with you, Mike, if there's anything that you'd like to take a minute or two to share.
Oh, not really.
Love. Minutes on the clock. Time, love.
recently I read a poem that Barbara had written about 6 or 7 years old. And I'd like to share that with you today. Spring. Spring has come at last. The sun is here at last. And the birds are singing, and the brooks are beginning. And the flowers are here at last. And I go and pick them. So that ties in with what I was going to say before, which is, in her adult life, Barbara liked to give a good party and loved to have a beautiful table setting. She wanted to have everything looking good, the right tableware, seating placements, and of course, beautiful arrangements of flowers. Her love of flower arrangements brings to mind a personal story about her trip in 1972 with Jamie to Italy. While in the Army, I was stationed in Vicenza, Italy. And of course, Barbara wanted to be with her Hansina to welcome a new baby into this world. However, time dragged on and that little baby just was not cooperating. Days dragged into weeks, but finally the day came and off to the small military hospital we went. Barbara was happy and excited and just had to brighten up that small room. She pulled me aside and had me take her to a flower shop in town. In I went, thinking a nice little flower arrangement would be just fine. Ha! That didn't happen. I should have known better, for in the corner of this shop was a huge gardenia plant. It must have had 40 blossoms and buds on it. It was magnificent. She said, "That's it. That's what we're gonna get." So that is what we're gonna get Hansina and the new baby. So I stuffed that bush into our little car and back to the hospital we went. Down the halls I dragged that bush. The fragrance was so strong and beautiful. Barbara directed me to put that bush on a table in the corner to be admired by Hansina and new baby Michelle Tamara. Whenever I see or smell gardenia, or see a beautiful flower arrangement, or see a mum, one of her favorites, or daisies, she even named one of her gift shops the Wild Daisy, I think of Mom Barbara Dresser, and I'm reminded of her happy, charming personality, her love and devotion to her family and husband, and her enthusiasm for living. So here we are, together today to celebrate her life of 94 years. A fond farewell from me, her number one son of 52 years.
Thank you for that. There might be a little discussion later about the son-in-law part.
We had that discussion before.
Oh, it's settled ahead of time. I see how this works.
Might be number one, but I'm still the best.
So if there's anybody else who'd like to share a moment or a minute, a special memory, take time to do that. Silas?
Gamma was always in our hearts.
So at this time, I'd like to invite up Michelle, another one of Gamma's grandchildren, to lead us in the Lord's Prayer.
I am not going to talk about Gama because I will start bawling, but I am going to pray with you all. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us day by day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins,